my fur babies. Welcome to the first installment of my speed build here on Sims. I know it's been a long time and all since I've posted a video, but life has gotten in the way and yeah, I just had to take a little break, I guess. But we are starting to work on the community builds for my up-and-coming Pocket Full of Dreams, and this is the very first build that I started. This one here I'm calling the Footprints Gym, and I had built it right there in the community area, and I'm going to also build a few more things. I'm still trying to work on ideas and all that stuff, but yeah, they're going to be coming up here soon. But enough of that. About this gym here. This gym was inspired a little bit by a friend, and he kind of gave me the idea on the gym. You know, what would folks want to do or want to see a gym like? So I started building this, and I absolutely love how it came out. That right there, that's the basement floor, and I slowly work on it. Here's the main floor. But I really love how this gym came out, and it really paints the picture of how you think folks in a tiny house would really want a gym, because in a tiny house you can't get a gym, you can't do any exercises or any of that stuff, so you have to actually go out and go to a gym and get all your buffness and strength and all that stuff. So I made this gym here, and those little windows right there, I had done a move objects on, and I combined the windows to make it look really cool right there at the entrance. And this is the front porch whenever you walk up to the building, and I do move it back a little bit so you can have more walkway up front. You'll see me do that here in a minute. I think this place just came out so awesome. I'm in love with it. And what I'm doing right here is I pictured the basement area being like a boxing ring for like self-defense. And also putting those lights right there in case folks want to spar against each other and, you know, try to beef each other up, give more support and all that stuff. Now I'm working on the shower area. The shower area, it was fun building. I really got into building the shower area. I do not know why, but for some reason I just had the inspiration on it to make it look like this. But the one stall there, for some reason I was thinking, oh yeah, let me make this bigger stall here, so in case somebody with handicap could go in there and use the bathroom. I don't know why I was thinking handicap, but hey, it works, because even the handicap or the folks with disabilities, they also need to work out and get their upper body strength so they can do what they need to do. And I was having a hard time with the toilet paper right here. I could not get it to go any further other than half the wall. So that was making me upset. I even tried moving the object down and up, see, and it still wouldn't go down to where it's like shoulder level of the toilet. So I was like, forget it. And there's the sinks with some soap on it. bench to where you can take all your stuff out and be able to go in and get in the shower and get yourself cleaned up and all that stuff. And I decided to put in some posters. And that way you can get more inspiration and folks talking about jogging and marathons and all that good jazz. Excuse me. It's a little warm here in my little area. And there's the boxing ring that I was talking about. It's not really anything, it's just for a show, but makes it look good. And I didn't add any other punching bags, just those main ones there, but they seemed like they worked pretty well. And I do have the large Olympic, I call it the Olympic pool, so maybe they will be able to swim from one side to the other. Now I'm working on the upstairs bathroom for the men and women. But I think this place just came out so cool. And I thought about doing the whole big lampshade there, but it just didn't look right hanging off of a glass area. So I'm like, whatever. And right here I was trying to get some inspiration from the save builds, but I couldn't think of anything that really hit my fancy, so I was like, whatever, I'll figure something out. Now I'm putting in the doors for the men and women's bathroom. There we go. Sorry about that, I thought I had took out that pause. I had just figured out that we had fans, so I'm like, oh yeah, fans, man, that'll be perfect for this area. And that way you can turn on the fans and get cool air while you're working out. There we go. I just moved the house back a little bit. I'm putting in the weightlifting, because of course you need to work on your upper body and legs and all that. And I realized I had put them a little too far in the wall there. And this top floor here is for all the running, the treadmills. There we go, that's the word. Now at first I thought I had put them too close to the wall, but whenever I went to test it out, everybody was able to get on there and all that. You'll see whenever I do my playback once everything's done. And it seemed like the Sims really loved it. Oh my lordy. And that top area right there, I would love to do a spa, but I don't have anything for the spa thing. I'm just playing base game only. I don't have the money to get the packs and all that stuff yet. I just started working, so we're still working on getting bills caught up and all that good stuff. But yeah, now I'm working on fixing the fans and all this downstairs a little more. If you guys could tell, I really like the basement. Now I'm trying to figure out how am I going to do the entryway, because I want to be able to have like the front desk. Oh, I was trying to figure out those trophies. That's what it was. I thought that would look cool, but I'm like, never mind. But down here, they look really cool. I love the black on that red. I think it looks really pretty. There we go. There's where I put in the front desk area, where also you can go and get your juices from. I know I put in a bar, but imagine with me. It's a juice bar. There we go. And I was having a hard time finding that wall with all the bottles and stuff in it, and it took me a minute to find it. But I was sitting there, I'm like, I know it's in here. I saw it. I know it's in here. I was thinking about putting the ATM in there, but I'm like, hold on, that says stolen ATM. No, we're not going to steal an ATM and put it in. And then I was sitting there, I was looking and thinking, trying to figure it out. I had to step away for a second and come back, and I believe I had found it right about now. Oh, this is where I'm looking for it. Where did you go? Da, 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 da. I know I saw it, but I could not find it until here in a second. It's like, ah, there you are. Now I figured put the little, what looks like a heavyweight belt on there. I thought that would be a really cool addition. Now we put in some speakers so we can listen to music and work out. And TV so we can watch videos and work out. Because, you know, some folks like to sit there and watch whatever while they're working out and stuff. Maybe watch a boxing match or whatever. I don't know. For some reason, I thought the TVs would be a really cool addition. And I put in a little billboard there. Fixed up the banisters for the whole down view. And I was trying to take out the floor so you could see through right here, so you could see through to the basement, but for some reason I could not get it to go away. I forgot to even look and play to see if it was there or not. But it was so irritating. I was like, how do you make this go away? And that's what the outside building looks like. I wanted to make it bright and blue and just make it look really pretty. And my whole color theme on this place is blue. I try to do blue and black or something like that, because it just, all the other colors didn't really look right. And I did do a woodsy color in here where it's the cobble and the wood, because it looked more homey to me for some reason. I don't know why. And I was trying to find a hot tub right here. I thought Sims 4 had a hot tub, and I could not find one. I was like, where is the hot tub? Because I would like to have like a hot tub or a sauna or something or other back here where I'm pointing to, but I couldn't find anything to where you can go back there and relax your muscles after a good workout. So I just ended up laying out some chairs for folks to lay in and get a suntan and all that good stuff. Yeah, but I had lots of fun making this one here. It only took me about a total of 6 hours, I believe. Yeah, about 6 hours. I had done 5.5 the first time, and I had to go and stop recording and I think take my son to work or something or other. Came back and did another hour of recording the the landscape around the place. But I think that's the quickest it took me to do a speed build and everything. Well, I think it was well worth it. And yeah, here's where I start working on landscape, I believe. Ah, yes. And I thought about those red flowers, but I'm like, those kind of clash. I don't like those. So I do take those out here in a minute. There we go. And I thought about that blue flower, but just didn't sit. There we go. And I ended up using that white. That way we can accent the little red flowers a little bit. Now I start working on the pool area, put on some those stringed lights, because I think those add a really neat atmosphere with them. I had a hard time with that one there. Now I add in some of these, the birch, and I think it was elm or hickory or something. I forget what the tall tree is. I had to add in one of those. The cherry tree, that thing was so pretty. Put a little bit of flowers around the lighted trees, that way they pop up a little bit. I had a hard time trying to place them. They just did not want to go the way I wanted them to go. Especially that one. That one was being a turd. But we got it fixed. And I decided to place a little bit of rocks here and there just to give them a little accent. Because of course rocks, they're pretty in every scenery. And this one here, I just did a little rock pile. I added in a little bit of dirt around the trees just to give it the accent of they've been sitting there and the grass is worn out and all that stuff. But I do move this big tree right here out of the way here in a minute, and I make this really cool looking landscape idea. I fell in love with this. I swear that is my favorite corner in this whole area of my landscape. I think it came out so pretty. I'll get to it here in a minute. Put in some flowers around them. A little bit of that. Plop one there, plop one there. Just a little bit every now and then. Make it look nice. And now I think about putting in a hedge bush, or hedge fence, actually. Which I think that it just made the whole area even better. It made it pop. And of course, I have a hard time placing items sometimes. There we go. Right here, I was having a hard time trying to figure out what am I going to put right here to make it pretty and complete the whole front area. And I kind of have a little hard time figuring out. But I ended up finding these really, I think they were blue. Yeah, those ones there. And I think that just, it completed the whole area. A little bit of blue and a little bit of white. Excuse me. And right here is where I decided to move that tree, because I had got this little inspiration. I put something right here in the corner. And I put in a cute little pond. Now I had lots of fun building this right here. Although it's just a little itty bitty pond, it's not too big or anything, but it came out really pretty. I love it. If only I put those rocks back the way they were, right, just like that, it would have been awesome, but I ended up messing with it. Now I had this little inspiration right here to make it look like it's a waterfall coming out of the rock. And it took me a minute to figure it out, because this is the first time I've tried to do it. But I got it to work a little bit. There we go, right there. But I got it to work and it came out really pretty, I think. Here's where I mess up my rock configuration. It just did not want to work with me, so I had to move those around. There we go. I had to zoom in on it just a little bit just to move it. There we go. I think the whole little area came out looking really cool. If only I could have made it like really trickle down into the pond, it would have been really cool. So, hey Sims, heads up, make waterfalls. Actual waterfalls, not just try to figure out how to make one. But yeah, I ended up making what I think is a really cute waterfall. I thought about that right there, but the water falls onto that little rock or the pavement there, so I'm like, nah. Here's where I spruce it up a little bit. Have a hard time trying to place that. Put in a little light. Now I put in some garden things. There we go. I think the whole area came out really pretty. That has got to be my favorite little spot right there. But we are just about done with this little speed build, so I guess I will catch you guys later on the next one. So, I always gotta say my last little hurrah thing, which is dreamers dream of a life without restrictions. So y'all, reach for your dreams, because they're always in grasp of your hands. I'll talk at y'all later. Love you guys. Peace. See you next time. Bye. guys.